Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome tonight. Seeing awesome night. I hope you are great. Seeing videos of people screaming that they are going to lose everything and Medicaid and all that. Why they are actually on Medicaid. I actually also saw a video of a woman saying they were asking her Obamacare or Medicaid. She was like Medicaid. See, I am not lying. One thing I want you to know is that some people are just very dumb and they do not want to agree that they are very dumb. They are the same. You think you do not like a black man, someone that look like me, someone that made something like, he did it so that everybody will have access or be able to pay for some certain things when it comes to health. They are asking, you are not a fan of Obamacare, but you are a fan of Medicaid. Is that not the most stupid ignorance anybody can ever? How ignorant. And you are so proud being on camera saying it. That is how dumb some people are. But when you tell them they will start fighting with you. But this is not a matter of fact. You are actually dumb. You voted for this administration when your family, your children are on Medicaid. Like, they cannot do anything without assistance. And you are the full person giving them assistance. They are asking you, who did you vote for? You said you are ashamed to say who you voted for. Let's get into this video.
Do you support Obamacare or the Affordable Care Act?
Affordable Care Act.
And why is that?
Well, I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of Obama, so I don't support him in the Obama things that he's got going on. I'm actually really excited for President-elect Donald Trump, so.
Right. So you don't like anything Obama does, and you prefer the Affordable Care Act?
Absolutely.
Do you support Obamacare or the Affordable Care Act?
I support Obamacare.
So if you were a senator and you could vote today, you would vote to keep Obamacare instead of the Affordable Care Act?
Yes.
Do you support Obamacare or the Affordable Care Act?
I guess the Affordable Care Act?
And why do you prefer the Affordable Care Act over Obamacare?
I'm not really sure. My girlfriend supports Trump, so I go with whatever she says.
What is the main difference between Obamacare and the Affordable Care Act?
One is you pay, and then the other one is Obama pays for you.
Right, Obama pays, pretty big difference.
Pretty big difference.
I believe that Obamacare, the premiums are too high, so people end up paying more.
Right.
So I believe in the Affordable Care Act.
And so the Affordable Care Act is more affordable than Obamacare?
Right, correct.
Right.
Which is obvious based on the name.
It's in the name, right?
Right.
Why do you like the Affordable Care Act more than Obamacare?
Because I don't like Obama.
But you like the Affordable Care Act?
Yeah.
What if I told you Obamacare and the Affordable Care Act are the same thing?
So while I'm here watching my football games on Sunday, yesterday I happened to be browsing and watched MSNBC, and this Republican, this woman, talking about how the Democrats are going to fold because Chuck Schumer is going to fold. Well, let me say this as a Democrat. If Chuck Schumer or Hakeem Jeffries folds on this government shutdown, those motherfuckers need to be primaried. Keep the fucking government shut down if we have to keep it shut down until election 2026. Do not give in, because our health care and all the things that the Republicans want to make the American people suffer is more important to the fight. I don't want to hear any of you senators, you Democratic senators. Well, I know Fetterman is lost, but the rest of you senators and you House Democrats, give in to this bullshit that is going on in this country. Keep the government shut down. Keep it. I don't care. Just shut it down till 2026, when we have the next midterms.
The last election, Who did you vote for?
I feel embarrassed to tell you. Why? Because I'm against abortion.
So Medicaid pays for all of it?
Yes.
How does it make you feel?
My medication, it runs $20,000 a month without insurance. I make $800 a month. Oh, that will kill me. That would kill my friends. That would kill millions of people in this country if they lose their health care.
We're in California's District 22, a rural community in the state's Central Valley. This district voted for Trump for the first time in 2024, but now his policies threaten one of the benefits people here rely on the most.
It bothers me when people like Elon Musk say that people on those programs are the parasite class. It's just cruel.
Do you know anyone personally who voted for President Trump but depends on benefits like Medicaid?
Oh yeah, I know a lot of people.
Trump promised a lot of things. I thought it will be more family values and those programs that they really need here.
One of those promises was to protect Medicaid, which 67% of people in this district rely on. It's the largest percentage of any district in the entire country.
Can you guarantee that Medicare and Medicaid will not be touched?
Yeah, I mean, I have said it so many times, we're not going to touch it.
But his administration just proposed an $880 billion cut to Medicaid over the next 10 years. So we wanted to come here to find out how people are feeling about Trump and his administration's decision that could have a huge impact on one of the benefits they rely on the most.
What is this?
One resident who would be impacted by Medicaid cuts is 64-year-old Irma Arredondo, who voted for Trump in 2024. Irma has several chronic health issues, including type 1 diabetes. She's also a full-time caregiver for her daughter, who has cerebral palsy, and her sister, who has Turner syndrome.
Valerie have her medication for her seizure. She needs care of everything. And I just give massage to her hands, to her legs. I stay with her until she falls asleep.
It sounds like you take really good care of her.
Oh, and my baby is my dog.
So you, your sister Irene, and your daughter Valerie, you're all on a Medicaid. And how important is Medicaid for your family?
Can you imagine? We live on a daily basis with sicknesses. This is for the cholesterol too. This is also for my blood pressure.
So Medicaid pays for all of it?
Yes.
If you didn't have Medicaid, how much would this cost you? How much money?
Thousands maybe.
Thousands. And that's just for you?
Just for me.
Not for your daughter? Not for your sister?
No. The medicine that my daughter takes for seizures, I won't be able to afford it. So we feel hopeless if those cuts come, you know. What we're going to do.
Irma was a farm worker for more than a decade. She believes that some of her and her children's health issues can be linked to the pesticides she was exposed to while working in the fields.
When I was pregnant with my child, I was working in the field. I remember it was this little airplane and it sprayed us. But when my baby born, the doctor just said, "Oh, something's missing." And when he gave me my baby doesn't have her arm.
So with these risks that you and your community face in agriculture, and then to have the system threaten to take away your health insurance, to take away protection, how does it make you feel?
Like I told you, I feel like they stabbing us in the back. You know, but why? Why when we put food on their tables? You know, that we risk our health. Look at me right now. Look at me how many sicknesses that I have. The COPD, I didn't have COPD at that time. We got all in the fields. Where else?
We're seeking permanent income tax cuts all across the board.
The $880 billion in Medicaid cuts proposed in President Trump's budget will help pay to permanently extend his 2017 tax cuts. The largest tax breaks would go to the wealthiest individuals. Are those your values?
No, that's not right. ¿Por qué van a hacer tanto recorte? Sí, tanto recorte. ¿En dónde lo van a poner ese dinero? ¿Dónde?
In the last election, who did you vote for?
I feel embarrassed to tell you. But before, all the years back, since I got my citizenship, I said I was a Democrat. But then, in these last elections, I voted as a Republican. Why? Because I'm against abortion. Para mí, la palabra.
I'm going to tell you a little secret. Those of us who vote for the general welfare of the United States, the general welfare of the people, are working twice as hard against people who are voting against us and are going to doom us all. Now, I have all the sympathy in the world for this woman's daughter and her sister. All the sympathy in the world, because they did not ask for this. They are the least of us who should be taken care of, according to the parables that Jesus talked about. So to them, I have no hate. I want to see them well, and I want to see them taken care of the way they deserve to be. But her, Miss Irredondo, I got nothing. I got no sympathy whatsoever. None. While I go into a voting booth, or I went into the voting booth in 2024 and voted to secure the needs, secure the help and the assistance that Miss Irredondo's family needed, Miss Irredondo walked her ass into a voting booth and voted against me and voted against her family because of a issue that she no longer has to worry about. You are 64 years old. Why are you worried about something that you no longer have to deal with? And why would you be so selfish as to vote in such a way that, yeah, you get rid of the thing that you were worried about, but in the process, you screwed your family. You screwed your neighbor's family. You screwed your community. You screwed your district. You screwed your state. You screwed the nation as a whole. You risked everything to stop abortion. But in the process, you also stopped the Medicaid and Medicare that you and your family so richly need. Those of us who vote for the collective have to work twice as hard because we are voting not just against corporate interests and people who want to have more opulence at the expense of the working class, but we are also voting against the people in the working class who are voting stupidly on wedge issues. That isn't fair, and I don't care how you try to slice it. We are doing twice the work because of the ignorance of other people. So no, I do not have an ounce of sympathy for Miss Irredondo. Not a one. None. Her daughter and her sister, absolutely. And I will continue to fight, so that they can get the help that they need. And I will continue to vote for people who will secure the blessings of liberty, as they say, for her daughter who has cerebral palsy and her sister who has Turner's disease. But as far as she's concerned, I do not feel an ounce of sympathy for her whatsoever. She's saying she's embarrassed to talk about who she voted for. You weren't embarrassed to walk into a voting booth on November 5th, 2024 and cast that vote. Now, were you? You didn't think of your family. You didn't think of your community. You thought of yourself. And here I am, all the way across the country, voting to secure everything that you have and strengthen it. You voted against me, you won, now you're upset. Why? You got exactly what you wanted. And unfortunately, that is a symptom of how the United States operates. The United States, as far as the voting population, is people voting for the collective and having people in that collective vote against us. We are working twice as hard to try to help people who do not want to be helped. We're throwing life rafts. We're throwing life preservers. We're throwing life jackets. We've got ropes. We've got lighthouses. We are trying to be a safe space in a storm. And far too many of us are choosing the storm. And then they're mad when the storm does what it does. When exactly are they going to be held accountable for their own actions? I'd like to know.
This is just a little FYI. of some of the things that are going on right now that I know a lot of us, we want to stick our head in the sand and we don't want to be inundated with tons of news and what ifs. This is something that is definitely happening right now as we speak. I just got a call from a hospital administrator who I've worked with in the past. She just told me that Medicaid, as of 2 hours ago, shut down. The system for Medicaid has shut down. There are no payments able to happen and process with Medicaid. It just happened about 2 hours ago. I've been talking to a couple of different people who I know who still work in healthcare and deal with the behind the scenes, the billing, accounts payable, accounts receivable, all that kind of stuff. They are unable to bill through Medicaid. Medicaid has officially shut down as of 6 p.m. Thursday, October 23rd. Medicaid is shut down. If you feel like you have a healthcare emergency or something that is really, really outstanding, go to the emergency room. Don't call your doctor's office. Don't try to get seen unless you have some sort of rapport with your doctor like that. Just know, by the time it gets to 9 a.m. tomorrow morning, most doctors' offices and healthcare providers will find out the hard way that Medicaid is down. You cannot bill for Medicaid, which means when people go in for their appointments, they're going to be charged for their appointments. Keep in mind, you might be charged for your appointments. Medicaid system is down. No Medicaid right now, and they don't know when they may bring it back. So the shutdown of the government has closed Medicaid. Share this with people you know. Get the word out because Medicaid is down.
From this video, play stupid game and win stupid prize. I don't know how the better way to say it, but let me tell you a lot something. You know, I see a lot of video of white people or other people saying that Democrats are the one that shut the government. And each time I look at them, the only thing I see is I see people that do not even know what is going on. People that are not connected even to their environment and everything happening around them. Because if you know what is going on, you would never choose food. I understand food is actually humans' right. I don't know why food all of a sudden became something that, if you don't have it, your life, you are doomed. You know, people are not supposed to beg for food, but now it looks like people are begging for food. So some people are saying that they can't have their food, especially the Republican disabled, because Democrats decided to shut the government. And one thing I am going to say is that I would rather shut the government. I don't know for how long it's going to last, as long as people are able to get there. People are able to get Medicaid, because that Medicaid is something nobody should ever ignore. And the fact that the government is ignoring it, making it look like it's nothing, that there is no need. Like, what do they want? So that the poor people will just unalive. Because everybody cannot, literally, I don't know how to say this, but so many people in the United States have one problem, like medical condition. No, I'm not saying everybody, but some people are depressed. They need their drugs. There are so many things going on. How many millions of people that you just want them to be wasted that way? See, I don't care if it's I don't care wherever you are from, but there are some things that I will say, I will stand 10 toes and tell you that all these things are what human beings desire just for being human beings. You do not need to go like medical insurance, like Medicaid and all that shouldn't be something people will have to beg for. So it's not subsidizing. Because tell me how in United States, probably just trying to, maybe, for example, whiten your teeth. The capitalism is excess. You are paying how much? And then you decided to, let's say, fly to, let me say, China, right? probably for medicals, and you're finding out that you are doing blood work for how much? Let's say $300, but $10,000 could not do that. Maybe in United States and or maybe $5,000. You can see the difference. So why is it that people that are supposed to care for people around them do not care? Because Madam Dundee or Dundon or Dundin or whatever she calls her name is, should, with everything going on around her, she still went ahead to, I mean, like, she doesn't even care about her children. She says she's ashamed to tell you who she voted for. That is to tell you that how she is not proud of whatever she did. It is that bad. If you are not proud to say who you voted for, when your children are all out there, they all need drugs, like they live on drugs. They need drugs to survive. So how are you supposed? And she is like full-time. She has to take care of them, because who will take care of those kids? Who will take care of them? So if the Medicaid is cut off, I am saying now, how is she going to survive in this life? Because I am sure no matter how hard she works for those two children, with the way drugs are, medications are, if I said drugs, with the way medications are expensive in United States, how will they survive? How are they supposed to have access to all those? Or how? Sometimes you guys should fear God. You guys that say that you love God, you are God, you break God and all God, all that. You guys should fear God, because when you fear God, you will do things with clear mind. You guys don't do it. The other one said he earns how much? And tell me how the money he earns, how can he cover his medication? Sorry, I'm not being, but how can he cover his medications? People are really very weird, They think they are trying to make other people suffer when they are the ones suffering. Is that not madness? Absolutely madness. I will draw the curtain here. Bye for now.